Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Goff. Street's got it, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Goff. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And he's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Four down. Check.
Out of the gun. Goff. Open man right side is Cup complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
second down, this is Gurley. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
76. Hard ball.
Now Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on second down is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
20.
To throw on second down is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 50, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. On first down, it's Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's into the clear. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. His throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Jordan Reed has it. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. A strong running. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Reed wrestling ahead, and he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Smith on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right. 1 out. 2 for 1. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. The one running back is Gurley. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Smith now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he spins through. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff now to throw, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team, because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
To throw is Smith, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On the ground, Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game so far.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Where Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Matt Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Smith throwing on first down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now it's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Geis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And now the Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game, and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he didn't knock it through the post, and they end up walking off the field losers.